You are not lazy. You have proven that 100 times. You have stayed up all night for the right reasons. You have worked hard at things that did not even matter. So why can you not start the one task? The deadline is burning towards you. You can see it, and you open another tab. We have a story we tell about this. Procrastination is a discipline problem, a willpower problem, a character flaw. You just need to want it more, try harder, manage your time better. Every part of that story is wrong. And it is wrong in a way that keeps you stuck. Here is the first crack in it. Procrastination is not laziness. They are opposites. A lazy person does not care and feels fine. A procrastinator cares enormously and feels terrible the whole time. In 2007, a researcher named Pierce Steele at University of Calgary gathered every study on procrastination he could find. Decades of them. Hundreds. His conclusion was blunt. Procrastination has almost nothing to do with time management, and it has been getting worse for 50 years. Around 1 in 5 adults is chronic procrastinator, not occasionally, as a way of life. And here is where it gets stranger. If the problem is not time and not laziness, then what are you actually running from? To answer that, start with strange feature of the human brain. It is terrible at the future. The economist George Ainsley described it. We do not value rewards evenly across time. A reward right now feels enormous. The exact same reward next week feels small, and the next month almost weightless. It is called hyperbolic discounting. The further away a payoff sits, the more your brain shrinks it. So picture the fight inside your head. On one side, the part that plans, the prefrontal cortex. It knows the deadline matters. On the other side, the older, faster part, the limbic system. It wants to feel good now. The future reward is abstract, a grade, a paycheck, a finished thing. The present discomfort is real, right here, in your body. And in a straight fight between abstract and real, the real wins almost every time. But the deepest answer came from a psychologist at Carleton University. Timothy Pitchell spent decades on this single question. His finding rewires the whole problem. Procrastination is not time management problem. It is an emotion management problem. You are not avoiding the task. You are avoiding the feeling. The task is boring, or frustrating, or confusing, or it threatens to prove you are not good enough. And the moment you push it away, you feel relief. Instant, real, chemical. That relief is the trap, because relief is a reward. Your brain just learned something. Avoiding that task makes the bad feeling go away. So next time, it will reach for avoidance even faster. This is the same machinery that builds every addiction. You are not being weak, you are being trained by yourself. So you check your phone, you clean the kitchen, you suddenly urgently need to reorganize a drawer. These are not distractions, they are painkillers. But the strangest part isn't that you delay, it's who you are stealing from when you do. In 2009, a neuroscientist named Hal Hershfield put people in a brain scanner. He asked them to think about themselves, then about a stranger. Then he asked them to think about themselves in distant future, themselves in 10 years. The brain lit up the same way it did for a stranger. When you imagine your future self, your brain treats that person as someone else, not you, a stranger who happens to share your name. Now procrastination makes a terrible kind of sense. When you put that task off, you are not avoiding it. You are handing it to someone else, a stranger in the future. Let him deal with the panic. Let him pull the all-nighter. Let him feel the shame. He is not me, except he is. He is exactly you, arriving on schedule, holding the problem you built for him. And then the loop closes. Because future you does not just inherit the task, he inherits the guilt. The task is now bigger, scarier, more loaded with dread than it was yesterday, which makes the feeling you are avoiding even worse, which makes avoiding it even more tempting. Procrastination feeds on procrastination. Every delay makes the next delay easier. So how do you break a loop that is built out of your own relief? Not the way you think, not with more pressure. More guilt is fuel for the fire, not water. In 2010, researchers at Carleton, led by Michael Wall, Studied students before their exams. The students who forgave themselves for procrastinating the first time procrastinated less before the next exam. Not the one who pushed themselves, not the ones who punished themselves. The ones who let it go. Because once you remove the shame, the task stops being a threat. And the task that is not a threat is one you can actually start. The other key is brutally simple. The feeling is attached to the whole mountain, so do not look at the mountain. Open the document. Write one ugly sentence. Do the task for 2 minutes. Almost always, starting is the entire battle. The dread was prediction, and the prediction was wrong. Because that is what procrastination really is. Not laziness, not a broken will. It is your brain choosing to feel good now by quietly robbing a stranger it refuses to recognize as you. Every time you wait, you are betting that future you will be stronger, calmer, and more willing than present you has ever managed to be. He won't be. He never is. Because he is you. And you are still here, opening another tab.